Do you ever sleep?
Only once in a while. I'm starting prep in the miles truck today, so I'm swamped.
I thought dumping the rat race in New York was so you would slow down.
No, actually, it was so you could slow down. With Mom gone, you need someone to nag you about working too much.
Ah. Well, then it's my turn to nag. You don't sleep, but you have to eat. How about dinner?
I can't. I've got plans.
Really? Have I met your plans?
Okay. Around here, I am your partner, not your daughter. Then could you go away? I'm working. I'm busy. Community Children's Hospital is going to do whatever it takes to defend themselves. We, however, are going to nail their butts to the wall. Hold them responsible for what happened to an innocent little girl. That means deposing every single person on the hospital staff who might be able to tell us anything about what actually happened the day Wendy Miles had her surgery. Okay, let's...
Jenny!
Jenny?
Peter.
Yeah. I can't believe this. I haven't seen you since...
1992.
Yeah. You were just a kid then. You're all grown up.
You too.
So what are you doing here?
I always come this time of year if I'm around.
Right. Of course. It's been years since I've been in Portland for the... I don't know what you call it. Anniversary doesn't sound right.
Your mom said that you've been in Europe.
For a long time. Working as a photographer. Finally decided it was time to come home.
I've seen your work, Peter. You're almost famous.
Well, I don't know about that. I haven't worked much lately. Sort of lost interest. Are you old enough to get a drink?
No, I haven't been carded in years. Damn it.
You want to get a beer?
Sure. It's been 15 years and I still can't believe she's gone.
Me either. So, how do you like being back?
Comfortable.
Yeah, me too. Where you living?
In an apartment above the law offices.
Your dad's office?
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding me. I live like 3 blocks away from there. You know, I've been shooting a lot of my own pictures again since I've been back. I'd like you to come have a look. I'll make you dinner. It wasn't that funny.
No, what was funny to me is that when I was young, I used to dream about going out on a date with Peter Pritchard. Of course, it usually just involved you picking me up in that bright yellow car and going for a drive and me looking cool in the front seat, but I'll take dinner. Wendy Miles was a healthy, happy 10-year-old when she went to the hospital for an emergency appendectomy, a routine procedure until the anesthesiologist screwed up. Big time. The nurses said he dozed off at least twice during the operation. Wendy Miles will be on life support for the rest of her life. There'll be no more soccer. No boyfriends, no senior prom. No beautiful wedding dress, no kids. Nothing. Dr. Rosenberg, it's Jenny Morris. I can't believe that this is happening to me again. It's been 5 years since I've had one of these incidents. I was so sure that it was over, that I was healed, that I was okay, that I was sane. Apparently I'm not.
Well, remembering Andrea's death must be very upsetting.
No, I remember Andrea's death every day. I feel it every day. This is different. This is manic and it's frantic. I feel like I'm spinning out of control.
Jenny, your mother died less than 3 years ago. Losing a parent can take years to recover from, and it's natural to feel out of control. I mean, there's nothing you could do about your mother's cancer or Andrea's death.
Do you remember those dreams I had before every breakdown? Mm-hmm. There were those other girls besides Andrea. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, now there's a new girl in my nightmares. She's got red hair. She's Andrea's age. She has a teddy bear.
Like Andrea did.
Just like they all did.
What do you think it means?
I know the psychobabble. They all represent Andrea. That doesn't make this any easier. I feel the same way about this girl as I felt about Andrea and all the others. That she needs me to help her. She needs me to save her. And I'm terrified, absolutely terrified, that if I don't, something's going to happen to her and it's going to be my fault.
No, you're still trying to understand two very tragic deaths.
This can't happen again. I won't let it. I won't let it. I have a career. I want friends. I want a husband. And I want kids someday, too. I want to be normal.
Let's start having you do more normal things, like getting more sleep. Slow down at work. Getting some exercise. Doing something fun. Doing some things that you want to do. Things that'll make you happy. You think you can do that?
Sure.
Got a minute?
Just?
I heard what happened at the meeting this morning. Someone said you looked like you were about to faint.
I had a headache. I didn't eat enough breakfast and I drank too much coffee.
You need to slow down, Jenny.
I'm just trying to keep up with you.
You know, you live upstairs. You get up, you come down here, you work a 15-hour day, you go back upstairs. That's no life for a young woman.
I love what I do.
Maybe I should handle the Miles case. maybe this case is hitting a little too close to home.
You know, a really great lawyer once told me how important it was to separate the professional from the personal in law.
You know, that's boilerplate BS I pitch to all the new hires. You are my daughter.
I'm also a lawyer. I have a responsibility to my client.
Okay.
Okay, have fun.
Hi.
Hi.
Come on in.
Thanks. Flowers and wine. I couldn't decide, so I brought both.
Okay. Well, we'll have the wine with dinner. We'll save the flowers for dessert. Come on in. I'll open this up.
Cool. Andrea. Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, first pictures I ever took were of Andrea. With this crappy little camera that my mom and dad gave me for Christmas. You okay?
I'm fine. I just got caught off guard by the pictures.
Yeah. Happens to me sometimes, too. Sometimes I think maybe I should just take them down and put them away and try to forget everything.
Can we rewind this movie and start over? I promised my shrink that I would try to have fun, and being morose is not fun.
Take two. It is so nice to see you.
You too.
So, we finished the photo shoot. And this Brazilian model drags me out to this party she's been invited to,
So
right?
she drags you kicking and screaming, does she?
Oh, totally.
Okay.
We get there, and the thing is, it's Mick Jagger's place.
Shut
I
up.
kid you not. I walk in the door, Keith Richards is there plugging in his guitar. He's shouting out, "Does anyone here play the bloody bass?" And I'm waiting for people to step up, and nobody is, so I'm like, the hell? I do, Keith. I mean, I kind of do. I played in high school, right?
You were terrible.
I know.
In high school.
And I never got any better, but they needed a bass player. We played for like 2 hours. It was unbelievable. And at the end, Keith comes up to me and goes, "You know, don't quit your day job, eh?"
You know, you look so much like Andrea right now.
No, I don't. No. Andrea was a little angel.
Yeah, she was. Tell me that lofts have bathrooms.
Across the room, take a right.
Sweet. I'll be right back. I'm back. I used to dream about that too.
Jenny? What are you doing in there? Jenny, where are you going? Jenny, hold on. Jenny, hold on a second. What's going on? Jenny, please. Hey, Jenny. Jenny.
When I was in that room, I felt assaulted. I couldn't connect my thoughts. I couldn't focus. I couldn't breathe.
You're terrified.
Terrified. Shocked. And totally confused. I don't understand any of this. I've been up all night trying to make sense of it, but I can't.
There's an explanation, Jenny. We'll get to it.
But I recognize those girls on the wall. Every single one of them.
You knew them?
No, I didn't know them. I've never met them. They're the girls from my nightmares. I told you that.
Jenny, those girls were in the news. You maybe saw their photos in the newspaper or on TV.
No, I would have remembered that. I never heard of any of them. Why would Peter have pictures on his wall of the girls from my dreams?
I don't know. Yeah, you could ask him.
I don't want to see him.
Why? Are you afraid of him?
Maybe. Maybe a little. We were having such a nice time. Again, those images flashed in my head. I think I'm more afraid of me.
Why?
Because maybe I just thought I saw those girls. Maybe they weren't actually there. What if they're not anywhere but inside my head?
What if?
What are you doing here?
Just hear me out. And I'll leave. What you saw in my office, there's an explanation.
Is there?
Yeah. When Andrea died, all I wanted was to find the person that killed her. I read everything I could find on the case. I got the detective to show me the file. I just kept digging. I have read over 300 cases involving little girls who have been kidnapped and murdered. These four stood out. Each girl of similar age, each girl with red hair, each girl kidnapped and murdered in the exact same way that Andrea was. Thing was, it spread over 15 years in different locations all across the country. So no one sees the pattern except for me. But I know I know it is the same sick bastard that has killed all these girls. I know it. I know it. So you're the lawyer. You tell me if I'm crazy.
The following recording is evidence number 1178A. The voice of Katie Carlton left on home answering machine.
Mommy? Daddy, are you there? I'm so scared. I'm at this weird place. There's a room in a tower filled with toys and stuff. He fell asleep and he took my cell phone and I ran from him. It's dark out. I thought that he was so nice, but he's not. Please come and get me, please. Come and get me.
Don't you see what this means? Everything that I have been seeing and hearing is real. It exists somewhere. I'm not crazy, Daddy. I thought it was schizophrenic delusions, but this poor girl, she was there. She saw everything that I've been seeing.
Jen, you have to slow down. You're losing me.
Okay, look. These are the dates when the 4 girls were kidnapped and murdered. December 1995, July 98, April 2000, October 2002. Okay? Do you follow? These are the dates of my supposed breakdowns. November 95, summer 98, spring 2000, and the last time I was in the hospital was in 2002, right around my birthday in September. Do you see the pattern? I got crazy before one of the girls got kidnapped. I got better after they died.
No, Jenny, you got better because you got sick. Because of psychiatric help, because of medication, because you were in the hospital.
No. That's just what it looked like. Look, there's some kind of connection between me and the murderer. Look at the dates, Daddy.
Jenny, I see the dates. It's just some kind of bizarre coincidence.
No, it's not a coincidence. Look at. Do you remember Andrea and I used to try and read each other's minds? When she disappeared, I thought if I just tried hard enough, I could make contact with her and find her. To save her. I sat in my room for a week holding her picture and my half of our friendship necklace in my hand. And no, I never did see Andrea, but I did see his face every time he looked in the mirror. I told you about him, about his eyes, how they frightened me.
Yes, I remember. You even had a name for him.
Yeah, Dr. Cough Drop. I have no idea why I called him that.
And after a while, Dr. Cough Drop stopped being frightening to you.
And now I know why. Because after he killed Andrea, he felt calm and peaceful. And that's not frightening, Daddy. That's comforting.
Don't you think it's more likely that you just came to accept what happened to Andrea?
No, because I felt the same way before and after each of these girls died. Look, when I tried to make contact with Andrea, it must have opened some kind of psychic door between me and the madman who killed her.
Psychic door, Jenny.
Look, could you just listen to me, Dad? Every time he gets crazy, that door opens again, and it's like I can see what he sees and feel what he feels. It's happening again. And he's a pressure cooker, and the pressure is building, and he's gonna explode. And when he does, the little girl I've been seeing in my dreams is going to die.
Jenny, what little girl?
There's another girl. A new girl, and he's gonna kill her too. Daddy, I know how this sounds, but I am not crazy. He is. Hi, Peter, it's Jenny. Are you there? Okay, look, I really need to talk to you. It's urgent. Can you call me as soon as you get this? I don't think you're crazy.
We have to talk. Can we come in?
Sure.
We're here because I think you need help, Jenny. There's something serious going on, and I don't think you can deal with this by yourself.
With this, what is that supposed to mean?
After we talked this morning, I called Dr. Rosenberg. When I told him what you'd said, he shared some of the details of your sessions.
That is privileged information. You've got no business sharing it with my father.
Jenny, when I'm concerned that a patient might do harm to herself or to others, I have a legal responsibility to act. I was planning to contact your father anyway.
Listen, I am not flipping out again. I explained this to you, Daddy. I might not know why, but I finally know what is wrong with me.
Dr. Rosenberg and I want you to spend a few days at the hospital.
Well, I don't want to spend a few days in the hospital.
I'm sure you don't, Jenny, but...
Look, I told you, there is another little girl. If I don't do something to stop it, she's gonna die. I am 28 years old. You cannot force me to do this.
Jenny, I'm your father. With your psychiatric history, the law allows me to act as your temporary guardian. It's 72 hours, sweetie.
No, that girl could be dead in 72 hours.
Jenny, please, let us help you.
What? No, this is no. Ow!
Shh.
Oh, Daddy.
Jenny, it's okay. It's
Hello? Could you please let me out of here? Hello, can someone help me, please?
Jenny? You're finally up. That's good. You know, these are standard when we first bring you in, but we won't need them again, will we?
No. Doctor. I can't stay here. That little girl needs me.
We're going to keep you under observation, run a few tests, make sure there's nothing wrong, neurologically.
There isn't anything wrong with me. It's him. He's watching her. He's stalking her. The tension in him is unbearable. I feel it.
Yeah, I know you do, and we'll see if we can help you with that as well.
I don't think you're listening to me, Doctor.
I am listening, Jenny.
No, you're not. You're just jotting down useless words. Mir zu! Lass mich raus! Lass mich raus! Nein! Nein, halt! 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 Lass mich los! Lass mich los! Ja! I've never felt like that before.
Like what, honey?
Like I wanted to kill someone.
Dr. Rosenberg said you shouted something at him in German.
Is that what that was?
You don't know German, do you?
No, I don't. But I told you, this isn't about me.
Peter called. Several times.
Did you tell him where I was?
No. But we talked. Sounds like he's got some pretty crazy ideas of his own.
Of his own? You mean you think he's as crazy as I am?
Jenny, I don't think you're crazy. I've made an arrangement with Dr. Rosenberg for your door to be unlocked. You can go anywhere you want in this building.
Daddy, you know me. You know me better than anyone. We think alike, we act alike. Why can't you believe me?
Let's give it a few days and see what happens.
I don't need any medication.
It'll make you feel better.
It makes me sleepy.
Sleep is exactly what you need.
I'm sorry, I guess I'm just not myself.
You will be soon. You get some sleep. I'll be back in the morning.
Yeah, just on the desk. Why don't you grab it and I'll just meet you there.
Peter, it's me. I'm at a place called Vista Claire.
Hi.
How can I help you?
I'm here to see Jenny Morris. My sister. I'm Peter.
You're not listed as an authorized guest.
You're kidding, right? I just flew in from London. I mean, it's possible my dad didn't put me on the list, but...
I'm sorry.
Look, Nicole, I promised my sister I'd be here for her birthday. I haven't missed her birthday in 20 years.
It's her birthday.
Just don't ask me how old she is, all right? My lips are sealed. Look, why don't you call my dad at home? I'm sure he will tell you what's cool. Please?
Let me clear this with Dr. Rosenberg.
Thank you. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it.
Code 4 in the West Wing. Pete, you have a code 4 in the West Wing.
Whoa. Go back. Jenny, I gotta be honest. This is all very weird.
I know, but can you think of any other possible explanation? Anything at all?
No, I can't. But still, you know how it's gonna sound when you tell anyone. Especially the police.
Yeah, I know. Absurd, delusional, schizophrenic.
For starters.
No one's gonna believe me.
Hey, I have been chasing this bastard for 15 years. No one's ever believed me either.
Welcome to the nut house. Okay. When I saw the girl walking in the park under the bridge, there was a mural or a picture, and there were all these images of animals and people. Now, I never got past stick figures in high school, so this isn't very good, but unless I really am certifiable, this mural exists somewhere.
Okay, then we'll find it.
You know, when he was watching her, it felt like an animal stalking its prey.
Jenny, you're exhausted.
Yes, I am. I feel like I haven't slept in a month.
Okay, so take my bed. I'll take the couch.
No, I'm fine here.
My apartment, my rules. You're sleeping in my bed.
Wow. Me in Peter Pritchard's bed. When I was young, my dreams never got quite past your car. That's my dad.
I don't have to answer it.
I do. I'm not going back to the hospital.
That's not why I'm here.
Then why are you here?
Can we talk outside?
Yeah.
I've always tried to take care of you. Protect you, really. I probably tried too hard. I thought I was protecting you. I believed Dr. Rosenberg and the hospital were the right thing. Before,
everybody thought I was crazy. You did, Mom did, Dr. Rosenberg. I thought I was crazy, Daddy. But we were all wrong. I wasn't crazy then, and I'm not crazy now.
You said that we were alike. We are. And I know that if I believed something as strongly as you believe this, I wouldn't give up either. I wouldn't give a damn what anyone thought. Jenny, I can't say that I understand what you're talking about because I don't. But I believe you. I believe you. What are you going to do now?
Anything I can to save this girl's life.
Have you talked to the police?
I don't have enough yet.
You be safe. Be smart, okay?
I love you, Daddy. You want to come inside?
No. No. Just know that if you need me, I'm here.
Jenny, you okay? Another bad dream?
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad, but it wasn't a dream.
What do you mean?
He's watching that little girl again. I think he's outside of her house. He's angry and sad at the same time. There's an emotional war going on inside of him. It's tearing him apart.
It's tearing you apart. Look, I've been surfing the net. I downloaded every mural I could find. I thought maybe it might trigger something for you.
Thank you.
You must be starving. You didn't eat anything yesterday.
Definitely. I could even go for your mom's mac and cheese.
I don't do mac and cheese. How about an omelet?
That sounds great. Thank you. Peter! Oh, my goodness. Here, let's take a look. Let me see. Okay, put some pressure on that. Do you have any bandages?
Yeah, they're under the cupboard.
Let's take a look. Yeah, that's not too deep. I don't think we're going to need to stitch that. All right, why don't you keep that elevated and have a seat, and I'll get some tape.
All right. I'm impressed, Dr. Jenny.
You know what? So am I. I usually faint at the sight of blood, like even a drop. It freaks me out.
Well, you didn't this time.
It's not me, it's him.
The medicine, the German, it's just another piece of the puzzle.
Oh, look, the mural, the one that I've been seeing in my dream. This is it. Look, there's the bear, the eagle, the raven, the man, all of it, I'm certain.
It's in Eugene.
Don't worry about the omelet. We'll get something on the plane. I've never been here before, but I feel like I know everything about this place. Every trail, every bench. It's because he's been here. Recently. Yesterday, maybe even today, and oh God, I can feel him, and I'm gonna be sick. I gotta go.
Jenny,
I gotta go.
What's going on? What's going on?
I gotta go.
Oh, just tell me what's going on.
Lost,
Right?
big loss. This is too close. He is so crazed, and I can feel it. It's growing in him, and it's growing in me. Peter, I'm sorry. I'll be okay, you know? I promise.
Jenny? Where are you going?
To the park, to the mural. Something's gonna happen. He's here, Peter. I can feel it.
There. That guy. Is that him?
I don't know. I need to see his eyes.
Does that look like father and daughter to you?
No. No, it doesn't. No, stop! Stop! No!
So they didn't seem to be struggling. The little girl didn't scream or try to get away.
No, she obviously knew the man. She even looked happy to see him, but that doesn't mean anything.
What happened next?
They got in the car and drove off.
And that's it? He didn't force her into the car or subdue her?
No, but he was kidnapping her.
What makes you think so?
Because he's done it before. At least 4 times, maybe more.
And you know that why?
I've been tracking this guy for years. His victims are always the same. Little girls with red hair.
Does this little girl have red hair?
I don't know. She was wearing a hat.
Fill me in. Why are you two so interested in this?
Because he kidnapped and killed my best friend, Andrea, Peter's sister.
Sorry.
And ever since then, I've had a connection with him.
You know him?
No, I don't know him. I've never met him.
So this connection would be...
I can feel what he's feeling. I can sense what he's thinking, and sometimes I can even see what he's seeing, too.
I'm lost.
Okay, look. We can't explain how this works, but Jenny knew the kidnapping was going to happen. And when.
I called missing persons. No red-headed girl's been reported missing.
It's only been 2 hours.
That's right. And we usually wait 72 hours before we officially put someone on that list, but there hasn't even been a call.
That's because she was on her way to school. No one knows she's missing yet.
Look, I have everything I need. Just give me a number where I can reach you, and if something develops, you'll be my very first call.
Hey. Should probably eat something. How you feeling?
Calm.
Calm was good?
No, it's not. He's calm. Content. It's because he's finally got her. It's like being in the eye of a hurricane. It's peaceful and serene. But it's not over.
Happy birthday, Ellie.
I told you it's not my birthday.
Don't cry. Please. Please, don't cry.
So, you stumbled on the bookbinder by accident.
It wasn't an accident. I told you. We watched her get kidnapped. I went back there and found it.
Because you saw it. Is that right?
Just like I've seen the compound where she's being held inside and out.
And did you happen to see an address?
If I had, Detective, I would have told you. Look, this place is old. There's a tower, and the room that she's being held in is decorated with toys, dolls, stuffed animals, things for a little girl.
You seem to know it pretty well.
As well as he does.
Well, hold on a minute. Are you suggesting that we kidnapped her?
You never know. Arsonists light fires and they call the fire department. Everybody wants to be a hero.
We're trying to prevent somebody from being killed.
And he is going to kill Ellie Raskin.
Not if I can help it. You want to help me? Work with me. You said you saw him getting into a car. Make, model, plates?
It's a station wagon. Silver, I think.
We were too far away to see the plates.
Can you recognize this guy?
If I could see his eyes, yes. He's not in here.
That's too bad. Do me a favor. If you see anything else, give me a call.
You don't believe any of this, do you?
Miss Morris, I don't have time to pat you on the hand and make you feel good. If you have some information to help me find this girl, then I'll believe you.
It's a waste of time. Let's get out of here. I got a crash. Jenny? Hey. Maybe you should get some sleep too, huh?
Hörst du mich? Hörst du mich? Halt dein Mund! I'm not gonna hurt you. I swear I'm not. I love you. Everything is for you. It's all for you.
Peter! I heard him. He was talking to her. He told her that he wouldn't hurt her and that he loved her, but it wasn't true. He hates her. He wants her dead.
It's gonna be okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, sure. Connick's finally there, although apparently he's in a meeting. I think he's dodging me.
Fine, talk to another detective.
I can't tell the Twilight Zone story again. It'll only confirm the fact they think I'm a nut job. Just because I feel crazy doesn't mean I can act it. Those are her parents.
Ellie's parents?
Mr. and Mrs. Raskin. Mr. and Mrs. Raskin. I'm the one that found Ellie's bookbinder.
Look, the police are handling this all right. We don't need a psychic or whatever you are. Just leave us alone.
But Ellie's alive.
Are you sure?
Alice.
Yes, she hasn't been hurt, not yet.
Look, the police don't have one lead. How could you know anything?
I wish I could tell you that.
If this is some sick con to get us to pay money for information...
Please, listen to me. 15 years ago, this madman killed my sister. All we're trying to do is stop him from hurting your daughter, that's it.
I don't know who you are, and I don't care. We'll do anything to help you find our daughter.
Tell me everything you can about Ellie.
I just spent an hour with 3 detectives doing exactly the same thing.
I understand, but maybe I'll ask different questions. Is there anyone that Ellie knew that you could be concerned about?
That was the first thing they asked me.
I have looked through this album a dozen times, trying to jog my memory. I can't think of anyone that would want to hurt our Ellie.
Everyone loves her. People have been so supportive.
She's so happy and positive.
She loves to sing, too, doesn't she?
Very much. How do you know?
She has a beautiful voice. When she had her tonsils out, the doctor wouldn't let her sing for 6 weeks. She was so upset.
Tonsils. She was in the hospital?
Yeah, that's right. 3 days.
Ellie was so scared.
Do you remember the name of the doctor that treated her?
Dr. Kaufman. He even gave her this little bear that she's holding as a going-away present. He told all the kids that they could call him Dr. Cough Drop.
Jenny, do you remember a month before Andrea was kidnapped? She broke her leg and the doctor that set her leg, she called him Dr. Cough Drop.
Ellie Raskin was treated by Kaufman before she was kidnapped. So was Peter's sister.
The other 3 girls, were they treated by Kaufman too?
Peter's calling them now, checking with their families. He's known them all for years.
Where did Ellie Raskin have her tonsils taken out?
Cedar Glen. Kaufman's on staff there. He took a leave of absence 3 days before she disappeared.
You called the hospital?
Of course I did.
That's my job. Let me do it.
We got 3 for 3. All the girls were in the hospital shortly before they disappeared. And they were all treated by Dr. Victor Kaufman.
I'll take it from here.
No, we're going with you.
Look, if Kaufman is involved, I don't want him spooked by 2 kids playing Holmes and Watson.
Detective, every girl that's been kidnapped has been dead within a week. She's been gone 2 days already.
I'm aware of that. It's Connick. Give me everything you can on Dr. Victor Kaufman.
Jen, he's not going to talk to us.
Then we have to find Kaufman ourselves.
Dr. Kaufman ordered a medical text from us online. Yes, he gave us a P.O. box, but we're going to need a street address for delivery. I see. Yes, we could deliver to the hospital, but he'll need to be there to sign the package. No, that's fine. I'll call back. Thank you.
Nothing at all? Thank you. No listing for Dr. Victor Kaufman in the city.
Hospital personnel office won't give out the address.
Well, we've got to find a way to get it from him somehow.
Could be a dead end, Jen. I can't see him taking this girl to his house.
Look, I know, but I might find something that would trigger a thought or a memory for me. I have to get close to him, Peter. The closer, the better. So I heard that Dr. Kaufman had transferred here to Cedar Glen, and when we decided to come here...
On our honeymoon.
Oh, you just got married. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm planning romantic dinners, and Jenny here's trying to find a doctor who set her arm 16 years ago.
I know it sounds silly, but he was very kind to me. Does he still have the kids call him Dr. Cough Drop?
He still does.
Great. I'd love to see him. Is he on today?
Oh, I'm so sorry. He's away for a few days. Family emergency.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby.
Me too. Me too. I really wanted to surprise him.
Well, I'd be glad to tell him you came by.
You know, that would be great, but better yet, I have a wedding announcement I would love to send to him. Is it possible to get his home address?
Oh, I'm afraid we're not allowed to give out our doctor's addresses.
Could you not make an exception just this once?
Tell you what, why don't you give me the card, and I will put it in Dr. Kaufman's office, so it'll be waiting for him when he gets back.
He has an office here.
Well, all our staff physicians do. And you know what? I was just about to take these charts into his office so I can drop it off at the same time.
That'd be great. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. Now, go enjoy your honeymoon.
Will do.
Thank you. entries in this book. All the girls that were killed are in here.
This is the place I've been seeing. This is the tower.
Please, help me! Let me out of here! Help me! Please!
This is where he killed all the girls, and this is where Ellie Raskind is right now.
Please let me go! Please! Help me! Let me out of here! Please! Help me!
Listen.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Okay, Jenny, look. Stay with me. You're in the hospital, okay? You're in the hospital. Okay, stay with me. It's Peter.
Bleib weg! Bleib weg von mir! Bleib weg von mir!
It's okay. You're okay.
I can't stop it. I don't know how. I can't
Listen to
help
me,
it.
please, all right? This has gone far enough. You are slipping into this madness of his, all right? I don't want you hurt. Please, let me take it from here.
No.
Jenny.
No! Ellie needs me! What are you looking at?
Victor was 16. He went after his father with a butcher knife.
Why?
It seems Dr. Kaufman liked to beat his wife on a regular basis. Broke her leg once, jaw another time. Victor would have seen this happen for years, till he couldn't stand it any longer.
His father sounds like an animal.
At home, with the rest of the world, he was a model citizen. Doctor, Lutheran, Rotarian. Everyone liked the guy, especially Victor. People that knew the family said Victor idolized his father.
Jury found him temporarily insane.
Yeah. He spent a year in a state mental facility. Turned 18, they released him with a clean bill of health. Nothing on his record.
Which would explain why he was able to get a license to practice medicine.
Yeah. We should call Connick.
We'll call him if we find something.
Find anything where?
Family was from Carlton. It's only about an hour from here. Maybe he still has family there, somebody who could tell us where he might be.
Donald Kaufman? Hi, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm trying to get in touch with Dr. Victor Kaufman. Is he any relation to you? No. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry to bother you.
You want me to make a few calls?
No, it's all right. I've only got 3 more names.
Hi, is this Mary Kaufman? Hi, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm looking for Dr. Victor Kaufman. Is he any relation of yours? He's your brother. Could I possibly come by to speak to you?
Miss Kaufman? I'm Jenny Morris. We spoke on the phone. May we come in?
Oh, I haven't seen Victor. It's been years. He went off to school and never really came home. They'd visit now and then at first, but after a while, even that stopped.
When was the last time you heard from him? A call or a letter or anything?
I don't remember. He's always been so bad at staying in touch. I sometimes wonder if he's forgotten I exist.
Is there anyone else who might know where Victor is? Other family or friends?
No. There's just the 2 of us now. Mother died last year. You said you were a patient of Victor's, Miss Morris? I lied. I don't understand. Your brother's kidnapped a little girl. He's done it several times before. The girls have all died. Victor murdered them. Victor's a good man. A wonderful doctor. He wouldn't hurt anyone.
Mary, we know what Victor did to your father.
He loves children. That's why he became a doctor. To help children. Mary, no one blames Victor for what happened to your father. Your father was a sick man. But so is Victor. No. Victor helps sick people. He takes care of them. Especially children. He loves children. Listen to me. Your brother murdered your father. He has murdered 5 girls. And he's going to murder another one unless we stop him. Victor killed Papa. Because he was cruel and vicious. And Victor did what any brother would have done. I have a headache. I want you to leave. You had beautiful red hair, Mary. Victor always loved my red hair. When I grew older, I hated it. It reminded me of when I was a little girl. I didn't like that memory. Why did Victor kill your father, Mary? It wasn't just because he hurt your mother, was it? Victor was my big brother. He took care of me. He did what any big brother would do when he found out his little sister was getting hurt. That's why Victor killed your father, isn't it, Mary? Because he was hurting you. Victor loved Papa so much. I couldn't tell him what was happening. I couldn't do that to Victor. But he suspected. And then that day at the summer house, Victor never said a word about what happened to anyone. And after Papa died, Victor became more and more like him, the way he dressed and talked and acted. And it was as though he was trying to keep Papa alive by becoming him. Victor loved Papa. He could never forgive himself for what he'd done.
And he couldn't forgive you for making him do it.
What?
Mary, you mentioned the summer house.
Yes. Papa built it himself. It looked like his family's farm in Germany. The tower always made it seem like a fairy castle to us when we were children.
Does this house still exist?
Oh, yes. It was Papa's favorite place. Victor had never let anything happen to it.
The house is a mile south of 126 on Country Road 14. We're almost there. No, Detective, I am not turning around. Ellie Raskin could be dead by the time the police get there.
She's not here. She's not here, Peter. He took her somewhere.
Help me!
Where did he take her? Peter? Peter! Oh my God. Peter? Peter, you okay? Peter. I have to go.
Go.
Please! Help me!
Einzelbeinen! Verschwinde her! Geh weg! Geh weg!
Victor! Victor, wait! Don't hurt Mary. She's just a little girl. She didn't do anything wrong. And neither did you. It was Papa. He betrayed you. He betrayed you, and he betrayed Mary, and Mama too. He hurt everyone who loved him.
How could he do that? Why?
Oh God, Victor, wait! He did it because he was sick. Because he was very sick. But now so are you. You hate what you did to Papa. And you think you have to hate Mary too. Because if it wasn't for her, Papa would still be alive.
Vom Teufels Willen, verschwinde her! Sofort!
But Victor, that little girl you're holding, that's not Mary. That's Ellie Raskind. Do you remember Ellie? Ellie, from the hospital in Eugene. She was so scared and you made her feel safe. That's because you're not Papa, Victor. You could never do what he did. You are a doctor. You heal people. You protect them. Just like you protected Mary when she needed you. Now Ellie needs you. She needs you to let her go. Can you let her go? She's very scared, Victor. Just let her go. Let her go. Oh, God, you're safe. You're safe.
Kaufman's house is filled with evidence that'll implicate him in every case that you mentioned. I still don't understand it, doubt that I ever will. But I believe you.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Want to hear something funny?
Yes, I definitely want to hear something funny. It's got to be really funny, though.
Andrea used to always say that you and I would end up being together someday. She said it was because of the way I looked at you.
You looked at me?
Now and then.
What did you see?
Scrawny little geek, pigtails and braces.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't really a hottie, was I?
Not that. But I guess Andrea knew something that I didn't.
Maybe. You know, she used to tell me the same thing.
Smart kid.
Very smart.
Psychic, too.
Do you think she could predict the future?
You tell me.